words recorded. Today is September the 18th. Very lively stream. This is a power stream, meaning it's going to be shorter than the regular streams. You know what I'm saying? A little different, still politics. The name of the stream is Kamala Harris said that you aren't better off than you were 4 years ago. So I'm going to just give it a couple minutes, let some people get in here, and then we could get started. Good morning, Plaid Boy. He says, what's something you want to accomplish before this year ends? It's plenty, man. A lot of things.
Good morning, Plaid Boy.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of things. Got a lot of people trying to stop me from accomplishing it, but we're going to have to see. Kevin Jones say, free P. Diddy. Good morning, guys. As you guys come in, please introduce you guys yourselves as you're doing. We're doing a power stream today. Started after the usual time. It's not going to be as long. As you guys come in, man, you can start voicing your opinions about the election, who you think going to win. You know what I'm saying? We're just going to give it about another minute or two, let people get in here, and then we'll get started. How's everyone doing today? I hope you guys are doing good, Mr. Plaidboy 23, how's it going, my guy? Or my lady? Kevin Jones, America is in big trouble, unfortunately. Why you say that, Mr. Jones? You want a free Diddy? You want a free Diddy, though. You say America's in big trouble. Good morning, guys. As you come in, welcome to the League Wars podcast. We're about to get cracking here in about another minute. You guys, please introduce yourselves. Say hello. Be polite. I see Yazine says hi. How are you doing? You guys introduce yourselves. Be polite. We're going to have a cordial conversation this morning about the election. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the League Wars podcast. As you guys come in, I ask that you guys please introduce yourselves. Jump down in the chat. I got my man Lyric saying Diddy need to be locked up under the prison. Yazine says, I'm from Morocco. How are you doing? Greetings from Morocco. Miss Candy says, how are you doing? How are you, Miss Candy? Clay says, what up, bro? How you doing, Clay? Good morning, guys. Welcome to the Legal Wars podcast. We're going to go ahead and get it kicked off. You know what I'm saying? It's a power stream. It's only a 2-hour stream. As you guys come in, I see you guys introducing yourselves. I'm going to jump down in the comments in just a second. Aisha, Bert, good morning, guys. Good morning. Sav, Rajer, good morning. Reggie, good morning, my brother. Good morning. Okay, we're doing a power stream this morning. And the question is, the famous question about elections, are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? VP Harris says that you are. On an interview with the National Association of Black Journalists, Madam Vice President Kamala Harris says you are better off than you were 4 years ago. And here's why. So VP Harris said her and President Biden assumed office. They came in since the worst unemployment since the Great Depression. What you guys think about that? They came in during the worst public health epidemic in centuries. Are these facts? You know what I'm saying? Are these facts? They came in during the worst attack on American democracy since the Civil War. I think she's talking about January 6th. So VP Harris went on to say that a lot of it came in due to the mismanagement of former president Donald Trump as it relates to COVID and January 6th. So VP Harris telling you about what they came in with, what the Trump administration left. So she's saying compared to the last 4 years. So in the last 4 years, VP Harris says, as of today, the Biden administration has created over 16 million jobs, She says the United States has the lowest black unemployment rate in generations. She said that the Biden administration invested in seeing the creation of the most small black businesses in years and done the work of capping costs for prescription. Guys, I'm going to ask you this simple: thumbs up, thumbs down, yes or no? In your guys' opinion, are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? I'm telling you what VP Harris said yesterday in an interview with the National Association of Black Journalists. I encourage you guys to go watch it. VP Harris then went on to admit that the price of groceries is still too high. She's admitting it. And there's still a lot of work to be done. VP Harris says under her administration, she wants to bring optimism or opportunity economy to give everyone a chance to succeed and live the American dreams. So we're going to look according to the YouGov CBS News poll. Harris leads Trump 82-17 among black voters. Guys, I encourage y'all to get in the comments. Are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? It's a simple yes or no. You know what I'm saying? Guys, are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? I'm about to get in the comments, okay? What I noticed about Harris's interview yesterday, that she didn't pin COVID or January 6th on the former president, but instead said due to his mismanagement. It goes, the argument is that he's not fit to be president. I saw, bro, that was striking to me. We see a lot of Democrats still say that COVID was Trump's fault. You see what I'm saying? And they definitely would say January 6th is Trump's fault. Am I lying or not, guys? You see what I'm saying? You hear a lot of people say that January the 6th was Trump's fault. But what Harris said, she didn't directly pin January the 6th on Trump. She's trying to draw a contrast in mismanagement. She's saying that he cannot correctly manage those situations. And that's how she's contrasting between her and Biden. However, she said Trump's rhetoric about the Haitian immigrants in Springfield has caused havoc, to include bomb threats and the like at schools in the Springfield community. And that's due to his comments about the immigrants eating cats and dogs. Ohio's Republican governor said that the immigrants eating pet story is garbage. VP Harris clearly believes that the Biden administration, due to Trump's mismanagement of COVID in January the 6th, came into a bad situation in which they set records in job creation and unemployment rates, but admits that there's still work to be done, and she will accomplish that with an opportunity economy. So, guys, according to VP Harris on her interview on the National Association of Black Journalists yesterday, I asked that all of you guys go watch that. She's saying that you got to understand where they came into. They came into the worst unemployment rate since the Great Depression, the worst attack on American democracy since the Civil War, and the worst public health epidemic in centuries. Can you understand that? So she said what they inherited is the reason why you might not be feeling it all the way, but they created 16 million jobs and they have the lowest unemployment rate since the 60s. So what you guys think? Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? That's the question. I'm going to jump down in the comments. Everybody I hadn't said hello to, I'll try to say hello to. So Jordan Jones, hello. Red G, good morning, my guy. Let's see. Suncots, good morning. Let's see. Yasmin, good morning. Clay, good morning. So Kevin Jones says he's not better off than he was 4 years ago. Kevin Jones, please tell me why, man. You see what I'm saying? You guys don't think you were better off. Why aren't you better off today than you were 4 years ago? You don't have as much money. There's not as many opportunities. You don't have health care. You can't access something that you need. Like what for you just to say that, no, I'm not better off. I'm saying, tell me why. You can't find a place to stay. I'm saying, and then take into consideration fairly how much of that has to do with you in your personal situation or how much that has to do with the president and the policies that are being made. So let's see. I see Reggie. Look, guys, we're going to do this, bro. I see a lot of people in here I hadn't seen before. Guys, y'all know what time it is. If y'all voting for Trump, y'all let y'all voices be heard. So we welcome everyone in here. Trump supporters, Harris supporters, RFK supporters, whoever you supporting in the American political system. Let your voice be heard right now. Jump down in the comments. If you support Trump, put a T in that chat, man. If you supporting the VP, bro, put an H in that chat. T's and H's this morning. If you support Trump, put a T in the chat. If you supporting Harris, put an H in the chat, man. I'm going to let your voice be heard. I'm going to start it from right here. So Eric said Trump. Aaron says Trump. Troy says Trump. So it looks like a different Aaron. Soy says Trump. Bradley says Trump. Half Latinos and Asians. Emil says go for Trump. So, Reggie, who you voting for, man? I know you voting for Harris. Big Bird said Trump. You know what I'm saying? JD says Trump. Who else? What we got in here? That's JDB. I'm sorry. Florence says Trump. Donna Watts says Australian. If you vote for Democrats again, you can't. I feel it. JD's couch says Harris. That's the first Harris supporter in here, bro. It's flooded with Trump supporters. Get in the chat right now. Let your voice be heard, man. Who you vote for? You vote for Trump or Harris? Let's hear it, man. Justine says Trump. No Name says Trump. Red G says Harris. Richard Cook says Harris. Chris Lane says Trump. Dre's React says Trump. Let's see what y'all got, man. Come on, who you got? Whoever you vote for, participate in the process. I'm reading it out. So Warman says Trump. Candace says Trump. Justin One says Trump. Kabaz says Harris. Bert says Harris. Let's see. Lee Viega, I see your comment. I'm just trying to see who we vote for. Lorena says Trump. Levy says neither. He's anti-capitalism. I love that. Mad World Mega says Trump. Let's see. Bellareris. Richard Cook says Harris. Mr. Rose said I vote for God. I love that, man. 258 people in the stream right now, man. I'm asking y'all, come let your voice be heard. Harris supporters, Trump supporters, regardless of who you supporting, jump down in the chat, man. We having a lively discussion this morning. Let your voice be heard. Who you vote for? So Big Bird said weak men's for Harris, so I guess he voting for Trump. Michael Thomas says Trump. Let's see. The Windsor family, whole family says Kamala. Richard Cook says Harris. Germany says Trump. Florence says Trump. Goldfish says Trump. Let's see. Emil, she keeps voting. Okay, guys, we got a lot of you guys voted by an unanimous consent. It's probably about 90% Trump voters in here right now. So, guys, we already know what time it is. It's time to get down in that comments. Y'all tell me right now why you aren't better off right now than you were 4 years ago. Y'all tell me right now why you aren't better off today than you were 4 years ago. I want to hear. For all my regulars, y'all already know Legal Wars Podcast. I got to stir up that Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? 90% people in here are supporters of Mr. President, former Donald Trump. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them kind of people, man, they be drinking that Trump juice, drinking that Kool-Aid. So whenever they come at me, I got that Kool-Aid for them. But look, I'm going to start with you, Lee Viega. Let's get to it. He said 90% of the world's fertilizer comes from an area by Ukraine and Russia. That is the reason groceries are high. Farmers cannot profit without it unless they raise prices. Lee Viega, that is a great point. See, behind the scenes, there's a lot of things that goes on in the political world that people don't understand. You see what I'm saying? All they understand is pocketbook issues. I go to the grocery store. I try to get some eggs. Eggs here in Houston, Texas, $4.50. Under Donald Trump, them same eggs was $2. That same gallon of gas today, that might be $5, $4. Under Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying? It was $2. It was $3. So people vote by their pocketbooks. You see what I'm saying? Pocketbook issues. But what Mr. Lee Viega is saying is behind the scenes, things that people don't see, the regular people don't understand, they don't comprehend. And you're talking about trying to tell 155 million voters, which will probably increase to over 160 million voters this year. You're trying to tell them the reason why you aren't better off, or it doesn't seem like you're better off than you were 4 years ago, is because what Mr. Lee Villegas said. Mr. Lee, thank you, or Miss Lee, thank you for that comment. That's why I encourage y'all to get down in the comments, man. Let your voices be heard. So I'm going to say it one more time. Mr. Villegas says 90% of the world's fertilizer comes from an area by Ukraine and Russia. That is the reason why groceries are high. Farmers cannot profit without it unless they raise prices, which leads me to tell you that that's why VP Harris says she wants to put federal regulations on price gouging. So some of the reason why you go to the grocery stores and you feeling the punch in your pocket isn't necessarily because of inflation or a mistake by the Biden administration. It's because of things that you can't see. Thank you for that comment. So I'm still got some extra comments, guys. I encourage all of y'all, Legal Wars Podcast, let your voice be heard. Jump down in the comments, man, right now. Tell me who you voting for. If you vote for Trump, put a T in the chat. If you vote for Harris, put a K in the chat. And then if you want me to read your comment and get something off your chest to 333 people right now, get something off your chest. Let the American voters know why you voting for whichever candidate you voting for. So Narkis says Harris. Mike Stevie says Harris. Nick Will Travel says, watch it from Jamaica, Trump all the way. Thank you, brother, for watching from Jamaica, man. Jamaica is one of my favorite countries, islands in the whole world. Hex says Trump. The guy who says Biden, which I mean, I guess that's he's voting for Kamala. Jake says Trump. Bay Area Mobbin says Harris. Lee Vega says Trump. JD's Couch says, white dudes for Harris, got my hat, man. I love that, man. Richard Cook says Harris. Mike says Obama 2024. So, Mr. Mike, I like that comment. Mr. Mike is trying to say that former President Barack Obama behind the scenes is puppet mastering the entire situation. So let's see. So is that Chemist Chaz? Choo-choo, Trump, he on the Trump train. Look, Mr. Chemist Chaz, I got that Kool-Aid juice ready this morning for all my Trump supporters. 90% Trump supporters in here. Let's see. I'm going to keep going. How you doing, Miss T? Welcome back to the Legal Wars Podcast. She says she voting for Harris, of course. Mr. Calvin says he voting for Kamala. Joy P says Harris. Being Wonderful Media says Kamala. Extravaganza's Christian Appear says Kamala. Bro, I see that all them Kamala people coming back, man. Randy says Kamala. So the mix says have fun voting for unrealized capital gains tax. The mix, the capital gains tax that VP Harris wants to raise is only by 8%, and it's by a margin in which nonpartisan groups told her that the most amount will be realized by. It's at 20%. Okay, Biden wanted to raise it to 39.6%. Harris says that's too high. Capital gains tax should only be raised to 28%. And instead of for families who make $580,000 a year, you know what I'm saying, she raised it to families that make $1 million a year. So truth be told, to the 284 people in this stream right now, bro, that percentage is not going to affect you at all. But thank you for your participation in this process. So let's see. Miss Candy says she's voting for Kamala. I think Calvin, I read that says Kamala. So let's see. Matt Audie says 4 years ago, my nephew graduated college from our living room because of COVID. So I guess she's saying that there was some good things to come out of COVID. So William Henry got 5 T's in the chat. He an extra Trump supporter, man. All the people coming in, welcome to the Legal Wars Podcast, man. We having a lively discussion today. You know what I'm saying? It's a power stream, man. I only got 2 hours, so I'm going to go ahead and turn all the way up the whole 2 hours for you guys. The question is, are you better off today than you were 4 4 years ago. I'm going to tell you guys, if you guys want to see VP Harris, if you're really curious, you could go to YouTube and you can look up her interview yesterday on the the National Association of Black Journalists, very lively interview. They pressed her, they asked questions, she gave information to why she's saying that we are not better off right now than we were 4 years ago. So Miss Redneck Ranger says Trump. Let's see, Levi McDonald, Aaron Smith says she doesn't have the authority to do that. I'm not sure what they're talking about. Flashy Sweeney says Trump. Let's see, Eric says 1.9 exactly. Let's see. I think I got everybody's comments, who they voting for, man. It's a lot of you guys. Jersey Mike, how you doing, my brother? He says Kamala. Let's see. Aline Wynn says Harris 2024. So we see it's a lot more people coming in here that's voting for Harris. So my question is, I ask you guys, are you guys better off today than you were 4 years ago? So let's see. D-Rock, man, I'm trying to get a lively conversation. I appreciate y'all participation in the comments, man. Tell me something that's on your mind that you want to get off your chest so I could discuss it with y'all. Okay, so Adrian says vote Trump is you don't hate yourself and your country. So according to Adrian, if you vote for Trump, I hope I'm not misrepresenting you, sir. He's saying if you vote for Trump, it's because you love America and that you are patriotic. That's my brother Adrian's opinion. So Candy says Trump passed the law. I think Miss Candy is probably talking about the cats and dog things. Man, that's a big mess. Levy says for Trump fans, where that wall at? You hear me? Levy said, where that wall at, man? I'm going to build a wall and I'm going to make Mexico pay for it. But look, to be fair, though, because I am an independent man, to be fair, I think that Donald Trump did better than any president. This is coming from an independent. Listen to me. I'm not jumping no ships. I'm not jumping no trains. I'm an independent, straight down the middle that supports Harris at this time. But coming from an independent, I would say, in my opinion, Donald Trump, out of all the modern presidents, he brought that immigration issue to the mainstream, and he continues to do it, even with ridiculous statements like cats and dogs and eating pets. You see what I'm saying? But Donald Trump continues to bring that immigration issue to the mainstream. I will have to give him that. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep going. So D-Rock says Joe shut down energy production on day one, causing gas prices to skyrocket. So it costs more to get food to the stores, not because of fertilizer. D-Rock, thank you for that comment. You know what I'm saying? It's just different views. Bro, look, two people could look at the same exact thing and have two totally different perceptions. Do we guys agree about that? So that's why we have the Republicans and Democrats, everything split down the middle. So I'm not going to say the other guys' comments were actually correct, but D-Rock, I'm going to say you were making a valid point. Joe did shut down energy production on day one. Worried about the environment. Did he not shut down the Keystone Pipeline? I don't know. I don't want to have no misinformation, so you guys let me know in the comments. Did Joe Biden shut down the Keystone Pipeline? I'm an independent. I'm voting for VP Harris, but I'm all about truth, buddy. Did he shut down the pipeline? Yes or no? Because he shut down the pipeline, will that cause gas prices to rocket? That's what Mr. D-Rock is saying. So let me ask you a question. Right now, if Joe Biden said, hey, look, I'm going to change the game, bro. I'm going to switch it up, man. So I'm going to be concerned about the American people and the environment at the same time. I'm going to go ahead, open that Keystone Pipeline, drill, baby, drill. When that oil starts gushing up out the ground, you don't think them gas prices will drop? So D-Rock has a very valid point. Very valid point, D-Rock. Thank you for that question. Mr. Misshape says no. M.I. Dogman says no. Let's see. Jack Does Pack says Trump is about to file for bankruptcy for the 8th time, y'all. So I don't think that Trump has filed for bankruptcy 8 times or 7 times. If I'm not mistaken, it was 6 times. You know what I'm saying? But That's just what, according to VP Harris in the debate, I think she said he filed for 6 times. Mad Audie says, I am better off today than I was 4 years ago. Listen, that could be the sentiment for a lot of Americans. Let me ask you a question. So if we look at, if I live right now, I'm in Houston, right? So say I go out in the community and I go downtown in Houston and I start interviewing people. Okay, so I'm in the community and I'm interviewing people and I'm asking them the same thing I'm asking you guys. Are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? Don't you think that the test will be misconstrued depending on the people that you're asking that question to? Does that make sense to you? Like if you go in an impoverished neighborhood, they're going to say that they weren't better off. It's because but I'm just saying, I think that it depends on who you asking the question to and their mentality when you're asking the question, if you get the best snapshot. But Harris says that her and Biden created 16 million jobs. Those are numbers that could be verified, factual numbers. The lowest unemployment rate since the 60s. That of all the presidents currently, those are factual numbers that cannot be argued. So let's see. I'm gonna keep going. Who we got, guys? I'm sorry, we got 430 people in here right now, so I can't get to everybody, but I'm gonna try to get all you guys' comments. So Dale says, ain't no way anybody is better off today than they were 4 years ago. They're a darn liar, and I say it to their darn face. Mr. Dale, I appreciate your comment, man. I appreciate your energy. That's what the Legal Wars podcast is about, man. It's just about a group of people. It ain't no Trump stream. It ain't no VP Harris stream. You see what I'm saying? I support VP Harris, but I love the American people. So it's just about a group of Americans getting together, letting their voices be heard. Jump down in the comments. I encourage you guys to have conversations amongst yourselves. Get to know your fellow Americans in the stream today, guys, and let's let our voices be heard. We the people. So Miss Joy and Peace says, don't ask me any questions. Ask yourself, am I better off than I was 4 years ago? Miss Joy and Peace, I would actually say, yes, I am. I would actually say, yes, I am. I am much better off, bro. I'm blessed. I'm comfortable. I'm thankful. My future looks good. So if it just depends on how you look at it. You know what I'm saying? You guys don't know me. If you don't, I'm a litigator, bro. You know what I'm saying? I only worked 3 months last year. And in those 3 months that I worked last year, I made twice as much as I did on a yearly average in my lifetime. If I start off, okay, so in 2020, I made a pretty good bit of money, okay? So in 2021, when Joe Biden was in office, I made a pretty good bit of money. 2022, not so much. But last year, I made twice as much as I did in 2022, and I only worked 3 months. This year, before the year over, I'm probably gonna make twice as much as that, and I ain't worked no months. So if you ask me that, see, that's what I'm saying, Miss Joy and Peace. It's not about a momentary thing. You looking at a big picture, and people don't want to see the big picture. They want to live in the moment. Miss Joy and Peace, baby, I've seen you in here before. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for participating in the process. Let me see. So number one says, I lost my small business due to Biden economics. Okie dokie. Let's see, guys. I'm reading the best comments. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't seen if I ain't called your name, I'm gonna show you some love. So conservative Texan, I ain't called your name. He says Trump 2024. Thank you, sir, for letting your voice be heard. Krabby, I don't know that name. He says, I own a home and my daughter, he owns a home and his daughter owns 3. Mr. Krabby, has that occurred? And do you think it's because of the economic policies of President Biden? So Waytech says Trump 2024. You hear me? Let your voice be heard. Mr. Justin W. Smith says, hey, man, brother, how you doing? Thank you for that. Let's see. John Doe says Obama was pulling the strings on Kamala during the debate. Her vernacular and mannerisms have never been like that during public speaking in her past. Mr. John Doe, do you think that it might be because she's practicing? Do you think that it might be because she's training? I'm saying, you're just saying that Mr. Obama's pulling the strings on her. I'm saying, how much proof do we have of that? We don't even know if they communicate. I mean, there's so many variables to that we don't know. So for me just to get on here and to agree with that, I would be doing a disservice, not only to Harris, that's not protecting Harris. We got to understand that. Mistruths hurt all of us. If we give a mistruth about Trump and I'm voting for Harris, that's hurting all of us. We need to stand on the truth. That's the bottom line. Okay, let's keep going. Thank you, John Doe, for that comment, Doe, my brother. Everybody, welcome to the Legal Wars podcast. 421 people in here. Man, you guys in here just watching me. I encourage y'all to go ahead, hit that like button, show your brother some love, hit that subscribe button, you know what I'm saying, hit that notification bell, man. We do this almost every morning, man. You guys could go back and check out the past streams. Test running for the Legal Wars podcast, official start date October 26th. You know what I'm saying? Let your voice be heard. We the people. So Annie Teff says Epstein's wingman is going to prison. That is the sentiment that Miss Annie has about former President Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Hey, a lot of people has that sentiment. That's just facts. So, extravagant Christian apparel, guys. I am so far behind on you guys' comments. I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to catch the best ones. He said, worked all my life, a responsible person, did the right thing, and now retired. I am good. Extravagant Christian apparel. Thank you, sir, for that comment. And to let you know, I like that profile name you got there too, my brother. Thank you, thank you. Zach Does Pack says you lost your business because you couldn't run it properly. Stop blaming politicians. Zach Does Packs, thank you, my brother, for that comment. That's my whole point. You see what I'm saying? It's about when you asking somebody that question, they can easily say it could be something they fault. You see what I'm saying? Let's just say like they got a girlfriend and they got lazy and then they just stopped going to work. And so after about 3 or 4 months laying up with her and you ran out of money and somebody catch you at the wrong time, the right time or the wrong time, are you better off than you were? You got to look at the entire picture. You see what I'm saying? We're going to go over the numbers, guys, in about 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? What VP Harris, why she said that you were off. So let's keep going. So let's see. Arcados the Mighty says you'll make even more with $0 overtime tax. As I said, bro, I'm going to be as factual as I can about the situation. If you look, I'm trying to be objective, okay? I'm an independent that's voting for Harris, but being objective, okay? The reason why I support Democrats is because I don't agree with trickle-down economics. You can watch previous streams. We done had arguments about it. I don't agree with it. I just personally don't think it works. But here's my whole thing. I can say that former President Trump is very, very creative with with economic issues, as we would expect due to his experience with business handlings, whether you support him or not. The $0 on tax overtime, he came up with after the $0 on tips. Because of that, that caused VP Harris to say, hey, this guy, that's an opportunist economy or opportunity economy. You know what I'm saying? She agreed. You know, she grabbed onto that. You know what I'm saying? Putting America first, which caused Donald Trump to say that he gonna get her a MAGA hat, man. I think, you guys, y'all let me know, was that not the best discourse in American politics we done seen, especially with attempted assassinations, all the rhetoric, all the hatred, all the negativity? To hear Trump say he gonna give her a MAGA hat and them to make a joke out of that, dude, I think that was the best. So let's see. So Warmani says cap. Let's see. So I says Cletus Cassidy says my taxes have never been lower under Biden. Yes, sir, that's his opinion. He don't believe with Biden and his taxes. MW, I have stated who I support. So David Rogers says Kamala using the same answers in interviews as she used in the debate. You can't make this stuff up. Okay, so listen, Mr. Rogers. Donald Trump has probably been the first and only politician that I could think of that is not scripted, speaking off the cuff like that. The average politician, see, look, Mr. David Rogers, thank you for that comment because you just gave me a great thought pattern. The average politician, by being scripted, because what Kamala Harris doing is the same thing George W. did, is the same thing George H.W. did. It's the same thing that Mike Pence does. Those are typical politicians. However, as we all know, the former vice president is not a typical politician. So him speaking off the cuff like that, him being honest like that is a whole lot different than the average politician. And we have to understand that. So us seeing Kamala being more scripted, being more precise, carrying over the same message, that is what worked in the past for politicians pre-Trump. But since Trump has came and changed the game, I would say that being authentic like Trump is, I think that's the thing. I think what caused the rise in Donald Trump was the American people's distrust for the government, distrust for the system. They're thinking the system's working. The system's broken. The system's not working. So here comes Donald Trump like, hey, we're going to scrap everything. We're going to drain the swamp. We're going to start over. We're going to make America great again. Am I not correct? So I think that Donald Trump being just authentic, he's a very authentic person. He's a genuine person. You guys, for better or for worse, he's an authentic person. He's a genuine person. And I think because of that, that's what attracts people to him. So saying that Kamala was scripted, I mean, bro, that's pretty much the political MO for every other politician besides Donald Trump. Mr. David Rogers, thank you for that question. Not sure says the big picture is unrealized gains is going to ruin your life. Sir, that is your opinion. I have a lot of statistics about the economies under Republican presidents, under Democratic presidents, and I have to disagree with that personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys, I just read comments, but that issue, that whole issue about trickle-down economics is probably the only reason why I will side with VP Harris. That I'm just being honest with you. That issue is paramount to me because in my opinion, that trickle-down economics is not going to help America. Guys, 500 people in here. Welcome to the Legal Wars podcast. You guys come in, let your voices be heard. Jump down in the chat, man. We having a fun, interesting conversation this morning. It's a power stream. I got a question for you. Are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? So guys, it's about that time. I'm going to get back down in the comments, but I want everybody's voices to be heard, even the people who haven't. So guys, it's that time. If you vote for Donald Trump, go ahead, put them T's in the chat. If you vote for Trump, put them Trumps in the chat. Come on, Trump people. Let your voice be heard. Put them in the chat. I'm going to call your name. If you vote for Harris, go ahead and support VP Harris, man. Show that support. 435 people. Let's see who's going to win. Trump or Harris in here, guys. Come on, let's get it. So, your son says Trump. Shelby says Trump. Charlie says Trump. Hold on. I'm trying to get every last one of y'all. David Rogers, Mr. David says Trump. Always sparkling. Chief William, how you doing, my brother? He says Trump. Let's see. Dana Boussard, I will die for truth, says Trump. Megan says Trump. Naked Whole Rat says Trump. Mr. Bojingle says Trump. OG Do says Trump. What you guys got? M. Darcosta. Ali says Trump. Stephen Meadows says put a poll. I'm just trying to see, guys. Booyah says Trump. The King says big Trump, big Trump, big Trump. Paul Lamb says Trump. Let's see where my Harris people at, man. I got all these Trump people. Man, the Trump people trying to take over the chat, y'all. You hear me? The Trump people are 10 votes right now. Where my Harris people at, man? Where y'all at, man? Let's see. I think that's because the Trump people voting twice, man. So let's see. Mark says Trump. Gator says Trump. Jepper says Harris. T-Bone says he's a veteran. He's not trying to switch to socialism. If you vote for Trump and you could spell that sentence, you are contradicting your education. Mr. T-Bone, thank you for your service, bro. Everybody in this chat, if you serve this country and your family has made sacrifices for this country, I will thank you as a former Army veteran for your service. Thank you. Ruggin says, don't be a chump. Vote for Trump. Caleb says Trump. Let's see where my Harris people at. Mike says Harris. There you go. So Draw Creek says, I'm a closet conservative. No, sir, I'm not a closet conservative. I'm a full conservative. That's voting for Harris. You want me to, you want to get down with it? You want to get down with it? Listen, you saying Dick Cheney is a closet conservative? Dick Cheney's so red, his state's so red, VP Harris probably hesitant about saying that he's endorsing her. And not just Dick Cheney, 40 of Trump's cabinet members. You hear me? 40, not 4, not 3, not 1, 40 of them. They are Republicans. So I'm a conservative, but I'm an independent. Do you understand that? Just because you're a conservative, you don't have to be a Republican. That's your ideology. If you're a liberal, I'm not a liberal. I guess I am on financial issues. I probably am a liberal. But you want to go over the issues? Let's go over. Immigration, I'm a conservative. I'm sorry. I agree with President Trump. You can like it, lump it, or choke on it. Abortion, I'm a conservative. I'm sorry. I agree with President Trump. You can like it, lump it, or choke on it. What else? Gay rights, I'm a conservative. I agree with President Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as gays doing whatever they're doing, the Supreme Court's already ruled on that. I'm just saying expanding rights to different groups of people that I'm really not trying to get into that. You see what I'm saying? What's the next big issue now? This is where we're going to split hairs. If we're talking about healthcare, dude, 45, listen to me. Whether you like Obama, you can't stand Obama. Facts, bro. Let's stay on the facts. Let's stay on the truth. Let's go back to 1980. And you start at 1980 and you go to 2008 before a little 40-something-year-old man got elected from the south side of Chicago and pulled off the impossible. What he did, it will be history for generations. And that's not me drinking no Obama Kool-Aid. That's just facts. So from Reagan's administration until 2007, all of the political parties. Bill Clinton tried to, y'all probably don't remember that. Where Hillary Clinton led a charge for health care. I'm talking about when her husband was president. Listen to me now. And failed. The Bush administration, after the Clintons, tried to pull off health care and failed. They all failed. So I'm saying you got a plan in place that ensures 45 million Americans. Think about that. You got to take your hat off to them and salute them. Point blank, period. I gave y'all with Trump the other 3, but on that health care, in my opinion, if health care was the issue, the Democrats is going to win by large numbers. That's my opinion. Let's talk about the economy. This I'm torn on, because if you ask me if I think that Trump could do a good job on the economy, America is a business. Trump, dude, hate him, like him, love him, or choke on him. Filed as many whatever you want to. He filed bankruptcy, whatever. The dude, the year he paid $700 in taxes, his business has made over $400 million. You know what I'm saying? He's worth what, 6, 7, 8 billion dollars? That's what I'm saying. So thinking that he cannot run the business of America, that would be disingenuous. You see what I'm saying? But if you're talking about an opportunity economy or inclusion economy, who I would support, and this, listen, okay, we could talk about healthcare. That affects people daily. Maybe not you, but guess what? If you working for an employer and that politician wants to change a policy in healthcare, that's going to affect you. That affects almost everybody. Healthcare, that's your livelihood. That's an important issue to me. The economy, that affects everybody. That's an important issue. Now, as far as agreeing with him on abortion, dude, I'm a man. I'm currently not married. So I'm saying, why would that be an issue to me? You talking about immigration, bro? I'm in Houston, Texas right now. Texas is full of immigrants. It's majority immigrants. Texas knows how to deal with immigrants. Maybe not the border being open, but Texas knows how to deal with it. So I don't see that being a big issue right now. Governor Abbott has dealt with that like fabulously. So I don't see that being a big issue for me in Houston. So immigration. And then you talk about gay rights. I mean, I'm not gay. So that's what I'm saying. But me being a Christian, I am a conservative. That's what I am. But if you ask me who I'm voting for Harris because I agree with Harris on the two issues that I feel like affects the most people daily. That's just my opinion. Okay, guys, that being said, even though I'm voting for Harris, dude, I am not a Trump basher. I'm not going to bash Trump. And I think someone trying to assassinate Trump, in my opinion, is very disgusting. 500 people in here in the chat right now. Y'all jump down in the comments. I can't get to everybody's comments, but I'm calling them out, having a discussion amongst ourselves. Who you guys got in the election? The question is, are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? I advise you guys to go watch VP Harris's interview yesterday on the National Association of Black Journalists, where she broke it down and she told you guys why you are better off right now than you were 4 years ago. 16 million jobs created, the lowest unemployment rate since the 60s. Okay, so that's what VP Harris saying. We the people, you guys are the voters. Let your voices be heard. Get down in the comments right now. Let me know. Are you guys in here? Please, man, please, please, please. If you liking the content, you enjoying the content, show your brother some love. Go ahead, hit that like button for your boy, man. Hit that subscribe button, the notification bell. We could do this every day if you guys want to. So I'm back down in the comments. I see Marmalade says, heck nah. I could no longer feed a family of 5 on $300 a week. Hashtag Trump. Marley, I'm sorry that you're going through that, Marley. You know what I'm saying? If I had the time, man, I would try to extend possibly some resources, government resources that could help you, man, because that family of 5, man, that's letting me know you probably got children. And I wouldn't want to wish that on any children, man. So I respect your opinion. Ruggin says, don't be a chump. So therefore, you should vote for Trump. Let's see what we guys got, I see some great comments, guys. I'm sorry I'm so behind, but I'm trying to get to all of you guys I can. It's a lot of y'all in here. So I'm going to start with Gerald Howard Hightire. He says, yeah, Abbott sends Texas immigrants to California by the busloads. Look, I seen something on this. Like, I'm from Mississippi, so I'm not really familiar with Texas politics, but I seen something on this where immigrants had came to America and he had sent them up to Washington, D.C., bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm an independent. I'm not a Democrat. To me, bro, that is so funny. That is hilarious, bro. I had to salute him for doing that. But what I can say is this is before Governor Abbott got in office, back to when President Bush was the governor, former President Bush was the governor of Texas. Man, Texas just knows how to deal with the immigrant issue. So that's what I'm saying. Me, like being in Houston, the whole city is full of Hispanics. It's a beautiful city. It's ran beautifully. You see what I'm saying? Everybody, it's a beautiful community, everything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying to me living in Texas and seeing immigrants or foreign people, like I don't see that as a problem. Now, I'm not going to lie and say from me researching that I hadn't seen that problem in those sanctuary cities like New York. So those communities, look, I think that that's a good point to bring up, because in those communities that are primarily blue communities, I wonder what the margins are going to be in those communities where people have experienced that immigration issue. I'm just saying it's not a main issue for me because I hadn't experienced it. A lot of women, women's reproductive rights is on the ballot this year. That's their issue. We all have issues, guys, that where we want to vote for a president. Jump down in the chat and let your voices be heard. So, let's see. JD, not JD's couch, says, now you apparently think you know me. M. DaCosta says, yo, my dude, what do you think about Harris talking about Trump giving the police criminal immunity? I'm not too sure, sir. I hadn't really researched that, so I hadn't had an opinion on that yet. But thank you for bringing that to my attention, and I'll go check that out. So Aaron Soy says, I'm just feeling the Democrats, bro. I'm not going to lie. I'll be completely honest with you. On some issues, a lot of issues. Listen, let me ask you guys something. So a lot of you guys support Trump, so I will automatically assume that a lot of you guys are probably Christians. So if we are Christians, we know what the Republicans' platform stands for, and a lot of Christians usually vote for the Republican platform. But what I'm saying is what a lot of Christians do not realize is that economic issues matter as well. Because I'm saying Jesus, he fed the poor, he gave to the poor. And a lot of Democrats, them trying to help the poor people, helping poor people, feeding homeless, that's just something, you know what I'm saying? In my mind, I believe we are only as strong as the weakest among us. You see what I'm saying? So that's just something that's dear to my heart. But like I said, everybody got their own different issues. That's important to him. Thank you, sir, for your comment. Tyler Hargrove says, communist. Not a conservative. No, I am not better off than I was before. Mr. Tyler Hargrove, you get the first Kool-Aid man of the Hour Award, inspired by the Donkey of the Day Award by Charlemagne the God. This is my version. I call it the Kool-Aid Man of the Day Award. I give that to Mr. Tyler Hargrove. You know what I'm saying? I got some Kool-Aid in here, that Trump juice. I'm going to go and drink some Kool-Aid for you, Mr. Tyler. Mr. Tyler, to respond to that, saying that VP Harris is a communist. A communist. That kind of language, in my opinion, is what's causing havoc in America. VP Harris, I know that's your opinion, sir, is not a communist. Donald Trump is not a communist. They're both just politicians trying to win an election. No bones about it, says a conservative that's voting for a Marxist. Laugh out loud. There you go with that Kool-Aid juice, man. The woman is not a Marxist. That's you guys' opinion. She's really not. Let me take you guys back to 2007. I have to say this every day to y'all Trump supporters to wake y'all up. I was watching Fox News. I was watching Sean Hannity. I'm not hating on Hannity. That's my guy. You feel what I'm saying? Even though I don't agree with a lot of stuff that he says, but I was watching Hannity. And Hannity was playing Reverend Wright. Y'all remember that? That former church, Obama's former preacher that he used to go to. And Reverend Wright seemed to not all the way like white people. And he used to say, GD America, using the cuss word. You know what I'm saying? Saying America's chickens was coming home to roost. He wasn't a fan of America. Obama went to that church. And he's a black man. Thinking back, I don't know how he overcome those things. But Fox News was saying that he was some kind of harm to America. Donald Trump was saying that he wasn't even American. Guys, do we remember that now? Take you back. Donald Trump was saying Obama wasn't even an American. You see what I'm saying? 8 years later, did any of that come true? So that's what I'm saying. That's what I think the division is in our politics. Trump is not a communist. Trump has served president, and there was actions to which looks like he could possibly be harmful to America. But VP Harris being a Marxist or a communist, no. Are Democrats Marxists or communists? No. Are Democrats liberal? Like very, very liberal? Yes, they are. But there's some Republicans who are very, very conservative, like Miss Laura Loomer. So I'm saying it goes both ways. You guys got to understand, I'm in the middle. I'm not taking nobody's sides. I'm just taking America's side. Okay, thank you for that comment though, sir. So let's see. I'm trying to read somebody's comment I hadn't got to. Number one says the differences. Harris is a politician and has to stay in politics to make a living. If you think so, sir, you know what I'm saying? Harris actually is a litigator. Can you compare Harris to a billionaire? No. But I could promise you, sir, I could promise you, as the Attorney General of the United States, she made a pretty decent living. As a U.S. Senator from California, she made a pretty decent living. But that's what you're saying, politics. But before politics, she actually was an attorney. And an attorney in California, like we want to talk about this, because I'm a litigator. I could break it down. An attorney in California, sir, you really want to talk about how much money an attorney in California made. You see what I'm saying? So, like, I feel what you're saying. Comparing her to Trump, Trump's a billionaire. How many people could compare to Trump? That's why he don't take a salary, man. His businesses, like I'm saying, they make an excess of $400 million, sometimes more than that a year. You see what I'm saying? He don't have to do politics. I'll give you that. But like just saying that Harris has to do politics to make a living, no. Trump is doing this out of the love for the country. He doesn't have to be running for president. Number one, this is what I'm going to ask you, okay? You saying that he's doing it for the love for the country. I know that's what he's saying out of his mouth, but for my opinion, what he's doing this for, because if you go back and you ask him and you talk to him, like he didn't think he was going to win Hillary Clinton. How many of you guys heard him say that? That he didn't think he was going to beat Hillary Clinton. How many of you guys heard him say that? Let's be honest. So in my opinion, what he was running for president is to push the Democrats more to the center, to let his voice be heard. He was hoping that him running for president would help out his businesses and his business name. So I think when he first started off, he didn't think he was going to win. So I think when he first started off, it was more for personal gain. Okay. Now, personally, does he care about America? I can't say that he doesn't. Because if I was him in his position, I would be somewhere in Bali right now, and I would have been left politics. But so it looks like he somewhat cares about America. I can't disagree with you. Thank you for that comment, sir. Excellent comment. So let's see. Stacy says you're right on that. Mo Willis says, no, I'm not better off. Sabrina says, I am in terrible shape. Guys, with that being said, we are getting on to the top of the hour. This is a power stream today, guys. I think it's like my 6th or 7th day streaming in a row. Guys, so we got one more hour of this good conversation. Guys, welcome to the Legal Wars Podcast. The question is, are you better off today than you was 4 years ago? Get down in the comments. Let your voice be heard. You guys tell me who you supporting. Are you supporting former President Trump? Are you supporting current Vice President Kamala Harris? Guys, I ask that you like the video, that you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. So the question is, guys, we know the question. Are you better off than you were 4 years ago? So on an interview on the National Association of Black Journalists, Madam Vice President Kamala Harris said you are not better off than you were 4 years ago. She gave reasons. Here's why. VP Harris said when her and President Biden assumed office, they came in unto the worst unemployment since the Great Depression. Is that facts or not? You guys fact checker. Right now, fact checker, get in the comments. Fact checker, let your voices be heard because this is what she said. VP Harris yesterday on an interview with the National Association of Black Journalists, which I say that everybody should go check out if you have an interest in the future and direction of our country, because she is currently leading in the popular vote by 2.5 points, according to 270 polling average. So go check it out. Question, guys, are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? VP Harris says that when her and President Biden assumed office, okay, she didn't say this, but we know it's 2021, when they assumed office, She says that they came into the worst unemployment since the Great Depression. Guys, educate yourselves. It's easy to find out this information. Y'all get in the chat, have a discussion amongst yourself. There's 400 people in here. I can't get to everybody's comments right now, but have a discussion amongst yourselves. Are you better off than you were 4 years ago? Is that true? Did they come into a bad economic situation? Just be honest with yourselves. Is that true? Number two, she says that they came into the worst public health epidemic in centuries. Is that true? Was COVID the worst public health epidemic in centuries? Yes or no, guys? Just be honest. That's two. Let's go to number three. She says they came in during the worst attack on the American democracy since the Civil War. I think this right here is where people are going to start split. First two comments, I fact checked them. She's exactly correct, 1000% precise. The worst attack on American democracy, I guess that's going to depend who you asking and how they look at it. But actually, what that riot or whatever, just looking at it from like a police perspective of trying to keep the streets safe, okay? That riot that happened was the worst political event, I would say, since the Civil War. So I can see where she's coming from, but I think that people split hairs about that. Them first two, she said you can't argue with. And number four, last but not least, are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? She trying to remind you about 4 years ago. She says that a lot of it came in due to the mismanagement of former president as it relates to the January 6th event and COVID-19. Listen, guys, I thought that was just true. It blew my mind that she didn't try to pin January the 6th on him. She didn't say, oh, it came because he tried to start an insurrection. No. She was trying to stay factual with this. She said it came from his mismanagement of January the 6th events. Not that he incited a riot, his mismanagement of the situation. And it came from his mismanagement of COVID. You know what that lets me know, guys? That lets me know that she's trying to say that he can't manage difficult situations when it comes to being on business. Yeah, he good. Immigration, creative, good ideas. He's a funny guy. You know what I'm saying? He's captivating. But she's saying some of that rhetoric that he has, and he's not a good manager of the American government. That's what she's saying. I'm asking you guys, are you better off today than you were 4 years ago? Get in the comments. Y'all have a discussion amongst yourselves so I could get to the comments. Let your voices be heard. Legal Wars Podcast, 470 people in here, okay? This is what VP Harris said, okay? Now, what VP Harris says in comparison to, she talking about today. She told you about 4 years ago, okay? Now she's talking about today. She says in comparison to 4 years ago, she says as of today, the Biden administration has created over 16 million new jobs. So you guys telling me, if you guys are fit for the job and you go apply for the job, can you get the job? Is it hard to get a job? Now, I'm not saying if you're trying to get a job as a scientist and you don't qualify, you can say, hey, well, nah, be for real, bro. Look at it from a very clear, objective point. That's what she's saying. She's saying 16 million new jobs. Is it hard to get a job? Okay. I ain't talking about if you don't want to work. I ain't talking about if you can't work. I'm talking about if you can work. Is it hard to get a job today? Okay. Is it harder than it was 4 years ago? 4 years ago. Okay. She says the U.S. has the lowest Black unemployment rate in generations. She said they invested in seeing the creation of the most Black small businesses in years. And fourth but not least, she says that the work of capping the cost of prescription medication that Donald Trump and them said they weren't going to do, she said they got it done. Okay? Now, she went on to admit that the price of groceries are too high and there's more work to do. This is what she's saying. This is her pitch to the American people. All you new people coming in, I would advise you, if you care about America, the future of this country, you want to be honest, have an honest debate, go to YouTube and type in National Association of Black Journalists, VP Harris interview she gave yesterday. That's what we're talking about today. Okay, so VP Harris went on to say that she wants to bring optimism or opportunity economy to give everyone a chance to succeed and live the American dream. According to a YouGov CBS News poll, I think this is very important. Harris leads Trump 82% to 17% among Black voters. This is a conversation you guys can have in the chat. We know that Donald Trump, when he first ran for president, he was getting 4% of the Black vote. 13% of the Black vote is a huge swing. Hey, I'm going to take my hat off to former President Trump. He is trying to make inroads among the Black community. I have seen a lot of Black guys in this stream that said they're voting for Donald Trump, okay? I just wanted to let y'all know that. Now, again, VP Harris didn't directly pin January 6th on the former president. Think about that. All the Democratic talking points that you've heard, she didn't say that he incited a riot. Go watch the interview yesterday. She didn't say that. I've heard her plenty at the times at her rallies when they start shouting, lock him up. She said, hold up. We're going to let the courts. You see what I'm saying? So that's what she's saying. That's her position, is that he didn't necessarily incite the riot or he didn't necessarily create COVID, but due to his mismanagement of the riot and due to his mismanagement of COVID, that he's not fit to be president. She went on to say that Trump's rhetoric about Haitian immigrants in Springfield has caused havoc, to include bomb threats and the like, and that the Springfield community is experiencing due to Trump saying on TV that people are eating cats and dogs, okay? Ohio's Republican governor has came out publicly and said that the immigrant eating pet story is garbage, okay? Hey, that's what's been said. That's not substantiated. So was Trump just making that up to talk about immigration? In my opinion, that's a really weird way of doing that. Okay, let's keep going. VP Harris clearly believes that the Biden administration, due to Trump's mismanagement of COVID and January the 6th, came in a bad situation in which they set records in job creation, records in unemployment rates, but admits that there's still work to be done, and she will accomplish that with the opportunity economy. In the national 270 to win polling average, VP Harris has increased her lead to 2.5 points over former President Trump post-debate. I'm in the comments, guys. Y'all already know what time it is. Soon as I jump back down in the comments, man, I want to know. I want your voices to be heard. 437 people and counting in the chat right now. Legal Wars Podcast. Y'all go ahead and show your brothers some love. You know what I'm saying? Y'all here just watching, bro. Go ahead and hit that like button, man. Show your brothers some love. Man, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Man, go ahead and hit that notification bell. Let's get to it. You guys already know 446 of y'all. I know y'all been having conversations amongst yourself. Let your voice be heard right now. It's roll call. All my Trump supporters, y'all throw that Trump in the chat. Y'all come on, Trump in the chat. All my Harris supporters, throw your K's in the chat. Let your voice be heard. Let's see, I got my boy Cloney says Trump. Y'all let y'all voices be heard. Y'all take over the stream. Who taking over the stream? Calvick says Trump. Josh Collins says Trump. Meg says Trump. Matt says Trump. BG Newman says Trump. Come on, guys. Don't stop now. Y'all let y'all voices be heard. Come on now, my Harris supporters always coming back. They coming late. Let's see what we got. C. Stike says Trump. Teresa Harrell, how you doing, ma'am? She says Harris. RYUK says Trump. Let's see. Two Don Donkey says independent. Matt says Trump. Scotty says Trump. Meg says Trump. CD says Trump. Rasta says Harris. Okay. What we got? I see some more people down here. Kyra's Creation says Harris. Angel says Trump. Dirty Money says Trump. Let's see who we got. Alter Count says Trump. Frog Club says Trump. Let's see. Delicious says Trump. Commander Lion says Harris. Michael Hawkins says Trump. Let's see. Yoko says Trump. Man, I think that's about everybody, bro. As usual, we got more Trump supporters in the stream than we do Harris supporters in the stream. It's a power stream today, guys. I don't care how many people in the chat. Like I promised y'all, it's 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? We got 50 minutes to go, guys. So come on, get down in them comments. Let your voices be heard. It's time for me to start reading comments again. So Krabby Reister says, Chicken Little runs around saying the sky is falling and MAGA believes it. Laugh out loud. Krabby, that's why I got this Kool-Aid right here, my boy. I got this Kool-Aid on deck. Listen, I'll say this right now. Right now, America has the strongest economy in the world. Who gonna argue with me? It's numbers. Who gonna argue with me? Right now, America has the most advanced, the most highly trained, well-paid, best military in the world. Who gonna argue with me? You see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. Trump coming and saying that, hey, it's so bad, we need to drain this. I'm just saying, like, you gotta be objective and you gotta look at this the right way. Now, if Trump says that the immigration is broken, listen. One of the ways that made Trump be the politician that he is today is by being like he's different. He's just not like the rest of them. He's like down to earth. He's genuine. He tells you what he feels. So listen, that means like if Trump goes and does something that this guy wouldn't do, what they're saying is Trump not trying to put off like he's some kind of goody two-shoe. He's just going to be Trump. So they accept him for who he is. You know what I'm saying? That's a really good strategy about him. But I'm saying like maybe if if he gets a better balance and become a better politician, more polished at times. Maybe he could be bombastic at times, but maybe he should be more polished at times. And if he does that, I think he'll probably be the best politician ever. Because it's like Krabby says, I echo that sentiment. Because I mean, if you look on paper, like America, like that's the greatest nation in what country are you going to go to that's going to be better than America? Some people might say Italy. Some people might say, some countries like in Europe, and I can agree with that. Those are small countries. What big country are you going to go to that's better than America? Living conditions. Living wise. That's what I'm saying. So running around saying that the sky is falling, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he could change that up again. Mel Rich says Trump is eating the cats and dogs. He got to pour some ketchup on it. I got some ketchup around here on the table. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no ketchup, but you know what I'm saying? I got some barbecue sauce. You feel me? This that barbecue sauce from. Shout out to my stepmother, you know what I'm saying? Miss Paulette, you feel me? Got that barbecue sauce. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? But look, the Mel Rich, this is what I'm saying. The thing about Trump is like I said, he says that wild stuff all the time. Like, at one point I thought that maybe that's just, but no, I think he's doing it on purpose. I think that's a strategy, bro. He does it. And we're like, dude, that is so crazy. But it never has hurt him before. You know what I'm saying? Will he win the election this time? I'm not so sure. I think if Harris does the work, I think it'll be incredibly hard for him to win the election. But him saying that people are eating the cats and dogs, saying those wild statements, it's never heard him before. So if it ain't hurt me and I won 1 out of 2, I didn't think I was going to win. He didn't think he was going to win the first one, but he really thought he won the second one. So he accepts 1 out of 2 either way you look at it. So this third time's the charm, we going to find out. Him being bombastic, he won before being like that. And it don't look like those core Trump supporters. It don't look like it's going nowhere. Cheesy Pizza. How are you doing, my brother or sister? Says Harris ain't black. No comment to the race stuff. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I'm going to pull some Kool-Aid out for that. Drinking that Kool-Aid, in my opinion, that's the poison. I don't think that race should play no part in politics. So Matt Murdoch says, Trump, let's go, baby. Rachel Engelmayer says, Harris for sanity. That is the sentiment, Miss Rachel, that a lot of Americans have. That's just a point blank period. She's saying that he can't correctly manage the American government. That's what she's saying. She's saying he can't correctly, isn't that what she said? She said he can't correctly manage. You know what I'm saying? She said COVID. She said, look how he handled COVID, telling people to drink bleach. You know what I'm saying? She said, look how he handled the riot, you know? So that's just her opinion. So that's the sentiment. People are thinking that maybe he's not fit to be president, you know? So John Dillinger says, Bill Clinton. Listen, man, I'm going to tell you this. Former President Clinton, before Barack Obama, was the most popular Democrat since I can't tell you when. He ran the economy better than any president. He balanced the budget. He crossed the aisle. You see what I'm saying? There is a lot to be learned from Bill Clinton, and you can ask prominent Republicans that work with him, like former Speaker of the House, Newt Gingrich. Have any of you guys heard of him? You know what I'm saying? So yes, I can't, there's nothing that I could say that I could hate on Bill Clinton as far as him doing his job as a politician. Let's keep it rolling. So Hanita Huga says Harris is the worst idea the Americans can follow. Yes, Mr. or Mrs. Hanita, that is your opinion. Your voice has been heard. Matex and Family says, did she back 3 strikes? I'm not sure what that means. Israel says, are you willing to die for U.S. soil? I'm saying, what you mean, man? So look, Israel, if people are in your neighborhood, okay, they're not Americans and they got guns and they're coming into your neighborhood trying to take over your neighborhood. I'm saying, what are we? I'm an American, bro. I don't know about you. I'm an American. If they coming into my neighborhood, yes. Now, with the times I served in the Army, I put my hand on the Bible and I swore to defend the U.S. Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That was my job. As a citizen, I don't have to go overseas and fight. But you mean if people came into our neighborhoods that were not Americans and foreigners trying to take over our land, what man ain't gonna fight for your land? Because if you don't fight for your soil, they're gonna come through your house and they're gonna pillage. They're gonna take the women, the children, everything you own, they're gonna pillage. So you gotta man up. And we got to stand for this country. This is our country. Guys, welcome to the Legal Wars podcast. Y'all sitting in here, go ahead and hit that like button, man. Show your brother some love. Bro, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. We having a candid conversation this morning. I welcome all you guys to jump down in the comments, man. Let your voices be heard. So Faith says Vance admitted to making it up on CNN. He really did. I seen it myself. Whether you like it, you lump it, or you could choke on it. I'm not taking no sides. Dana Bash put him in the corner. Okay? I don't know why he went and did that interview. She is an excellent interviewer. Okay? She put him in the corner. They talking to the governors and stuff like that. So she asked him point blank clear. She asked him point blank, where you get the story from? In 11 months, you didn't have 1 or 2 calls. You see what I'm saying? So where you get the story from? She asked him point blank clearly. And she asked him, what is it possible that he could have made up the story to attract views or to the issue? You know what I'm saying? He said, whatever I got to do to attract the attention to immigration. He didn't directly come out and admit it, but I'm just saying, bro, it looked kind of suspect. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Nikki Nick says they are eating cats and dogs and ducks. Look it up. Research it. Bro, when the governor, who is a Republican, the governor comes out and says no, I'm through with it. In my opinion, it's a made-up story, period. The governor, the Republican governor of Ohio, that's that man's state, okay? When he comes out and says the story is, quote, garbage, unquote, I'm through with it. In my opinion, it's a lie. Because anybody could call the police and say, hey, I seen my neighbor just eat a chicken. Y'all want to try it out? Let me get my other phone. Let's call 911. I seen my neighbor eat the neighbor's chicken. And so it's a police report of it. It's a Facebook post of it, but there's no proof of it. If there's no proof of it, how can you say it exists? You see what I'm saying? So let's see. I'm trying to grab somebody I hadn't grabbed. Joseph Rivera says, yeah, the work of stealing it again. Silk the Shocker says, say it loud. Kamala, you black and you proud. Hey, look, Mr. Silk the Shocker, I feel that sentiment, man, but I don't think, you know what I'm saying, VP Harris too much about race. You know what I'm saying? She wants all Americans to vote for her. But yes, indeed, she's going to care about the communities that represent her as anybody would. So Shaky J says, people are eating cats. They are Euro videos and articles of this happening. No shade for those that do. Just don't eat your pets. Hey, I got some Kool-Aid for that. Listen, this is what I'm going to say, Shaky J. And I'm going to be as honest about this as I want to, okay? Look, I'm a litigator, okay? I could know something being a fact, but if I go in that courtroom and I can't prove what I'm saying, it's not going to pass, okay? I could say John Doe did something to me, but if I can't prove it, it's not going to pass. So what I'm saying, there's a video or there's a that or there's a this. When a Republican governor of Ohio says that the story is garbage, I'm through with it. So listen, Mr. Shaky J, you have achieved the second Kool-Aid Man of the Day award, and I'm going to drink to that. Don't drink the poison. Listen, let me explain what the Kool-Aid is all about. Jim Jones was a preacher who convinced all of his followers to drink Kool-Aid to go to heaven. The Kool-Aid had poison. It killed them. It killed them. It killed their children. Okay? You keep talking about the cat and dog issue. You see what I'm saying? I gave it credence for about a week. Keep talking about it. In my opinion, you drinking the Kool-Aid. That's poison, man. You got to come with facts. It's an old video, bro. It's this, it's that, bro. It's not there, bro. That's just my opinion on it. Show me how it is. The Ohio governor, he cares about Ohio more than you do. The Ohio governor, okay, said that the cat and dog story is, quote, garbage, unquote. If the Ohio governor was a Democrat, then I will dig deeper into that story. But being the fact that he is of the same party as J.D. Vance, from the same state as J.D. Vance, he is of the same party as Donald Trump. He said he is voting for Donald Trump, and he says that story is garbage. You drink the Kool-Aid if you want to, saying that you're going to go to heaven. That cat and dog story has been debunked. It's garbage. All you people, listen, if I was voting for Trump, I would say, ha, 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 ha. It's a very entertaining story, but it is not true. It has not been substantiated. An old video, an old Facebook post, An old 911 call. Dude, come on, bro. It's really got some racist undertones to it, in my opinion. Let's keep it going. So Miss Amy Ballard says, we are bringing in people who are done with the BS. Or what were you bringing them to, Miss Amy? Are you bringing them into the Republican Party? Or are you bringing them into the Democratic Party? Root 2 Slope says, at Faith, you're lying. He didn't say he created the story, but the focus. That is true. He didn't say he created the story, but he created the focus. Okay, he didn't make up the story directly. But what I'm saying is he took a fairy tale and ran with it. And it had kids missing school. There's bomb threats. That's hateful rhetoric. That's just facts. Like, I understand, like, Trump's point. That's his strategy. I understand that. But I'm going to ask you guys a question. Could that strategy cost him his life? Is it possible? Like, I'm just saying, if you was president and you know that something is going on with it looks like the government, the courts are trying to get you. Like, they're trying to get your money. And they even trying to take your life. And you 78 years old and you a billionaire. You don't even have to do this. What is driving you not to come back to reality? Can he come back to reality? I'm not saying he's not in reality. I understand that is a strategy. But the cat and dog story is causing harm to that community. It's false. Do not drink the Kool-Aid. So let's see. I want to get somebody who I have not gotten before. I look like, guys, I'm so far behind on the comments. I do apologize about that. Miss April May says you could fact check it yourself. You could talk to a resident of Springfield, Ohio. I've seen that. April, go back and watch my streams. Who won the debate? Go back and watch the stream. When I heard him say it, bro, I stopped. I was like, hold on a second. You know what I'm saying? That don't sound right. So I went back and looked. I watched a YouTuber who went to Ohio and he started investigating. And he was asking the residents. And there are residents who are very disgruntled with the Haitians being there. That's facts. There are residents who said stuff about like the situation there. But the government are welcoming these people here. Those Haitians aren't there like a regular illegal immigrant. Do you know what's going on in their country? Do you understand that? If I'm not mistaken, either they're seeking or they've applied for amnesty, bruh. It's like they're here on refuge. And you know who asked them to come there? The local government of Ohio asked them. The Republican government asked them. You know why? Because they said Haitians will work jobs that Americans won't work. Haitians will work jobs that Americans won't work for less money. So, and they're happy to do it. You see what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. Let's be fair about this situation. The government from Ohio called them there. The residents are upset about it. Okay? But they said they'll work jobs for less money that the Americans won't do. So you know what that happens? All of their jobs are filled. They have like a zero economy. A zero unemployment rate. Their jobs are filled. They're building their communities off the back of those Haitian immigrants. They want those Haitian immigrants there. And for a Haitian immigrant to make $8 or $9 an hour compared to the life that they lived in Haiti, they're in heaven. They'll work as hard. Listen to me. Y'all listen to me. I'm telling you, critical thinking. That's the only reason we go to college is to learn how to critical think, okay? Listen, them Haitian immigrants will work as hard as you will on a $30 an hour job. You know, a $30 an hour job is a pretty good job. And if you got bills to pay, you're not going to try to lose it without no other job. Facts or not. Them Haitian immigrants for $8 or $9 will work as hard as you will on a $30 an hour job. And they'll be just as happy as you will. Because $9 an hour to them is $30 an hour. It's like a win-win. It's helping benefit their community And Joe Biden feels a burden off of him due to the dire living situation in Haiti by allowing some of them to come in the country. Should he let 11 to 15 million in the country? My opinion, no. Grade, Trump, Biden, immigration, I give it to Trump. But because of that, I'm not going to go on national TV to try to win an election. I'm not going to stop legislation that'll help America fix the border problem to win election. Because of that, the cats and dogs story, bro, no, it's not true. Let's keep going. So Rocky Parkerton says she couldn't correctly manage the border. We talk about this all the time, man. Y'all need to go back and watch the streams, my brother. You feel me? Go back. She was hired to do a study, not to make policy. Listen to me. VP Harris was hired to do a study on the border that would influence policy. He didn't hire to make the policy. He is in charge of making the policy. Aloha Kitty says, Nikki, Vance said himself he created that dog and pet eating scandal. Kool-Aid. Afro Valley. I'm not even going to read that, bro. That is highly disrespectful. But Afro Valley, you get the third Kool-Aid Man of the Day award, Donkey of the Day, drinking that poison, repeating and spitting that poison. If you want to talk about people who slept their way to the top, Afro Valley, okay? Trump didn't sleep his way to the top, but we really want to talk about sexual stuff and you supporting Donald Trump? Come on, man. So let's go. Ashley Martin said, oh, man, hold on. I don't want to miss your comment, Miss Ashley. I see a lot of my day one peoples in here. I'm going to start with Carly Love. She says, Norton, stop crying. So, and Lauderdus Prophetess says, I work 7 days a week. A lot of Americans. Let's see. B777 says the residents was informed. Meg says, no, they don't. Norton says the government owes us reparations. Charles Hutto says, Ohio never asked for what they got. You're wasting your breath. If you say so, sir. I can't argue about the facts. I heard the Ohio governor myself. Okay? Just go research it. So Stevens Family Homestead said he just sold out. Mel Rich says Trump inmate 2024. My comment on that, bro, is do I think that Trump will go to prison? I think it's a possibility that he will. What I think will happen is I think at his age and due to the nature of the situation, him being a former president, I don't think the optics will look good to sentence him to jail. So I think he probably get a suspended sentence. And the point of that is because they don't want him to run for president no more because they don't think he's fit. So I've heard generals say that they don't think he's fit. That's their opinion. That's not mine. I know a lot of you guys in here, 90% of y'all support him. That's their opinion, not mine. Jesse Chapman says, bro, I think we the people should push for polygraphs for anyone who run in our government, whether it's for mayor or president, and do background checks from their phones, emails, and all that stuff. Mr. Chapman, that is a great comment. I thank you for that comment, sir. Let me tell you something, Mr. Chapman. Like, if that happened, that probably will completely change all of our politics. Completely change. Because all of those politicians, 98, 99%, former President Trump included, probably more so than others, be telling fibs. You see what I'm saying? That's part of the job. That being said, though, it's going to take politicians to enact something like that. I know you said we the people, but still in all, we will have to organize to do something like that. That'd be really tough. You know what I'm saying? I think the politicians would do everything they can to find a reason to not be held accountable. Mr. Todd Corbin says, you will reap the whirlwind from this blank, send them back, listen to yourself, and you didn't go to college. Mr. Ty Carbon, I am sorry you're having a bad day. I hope you have a better day, my brother. Be happy and be positive. Stevens Family Homestead. So, okay, I done came to a section where a bunch of trolls. I am worthy reader says you are telling the truth. Okay, Mel Rich says facts. You Trump supporters, y'all upset, man. I'm so sorry you were so upset. You know what I'm saying? Look, let me tell you something. The thing about me being in the middle is rough. You feel what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of stuff that I say that people would say that Harris, like it would be supportive of Harris. A lot of stuff that I say. But there's stuff that I say that is very critical of the Democrats. That being said, I think I give more support. Y'all let me know. Bro, I give more credence to Trump than I think he deserves, honestly. I try to be as fair as I can and be objective about it as I can. You see what I'm saying? That being said, though, like you could say whatever you want to say. You could drink the Kool-Aid, the poison, whatever you want to do. It is what it is. He does what he does. He says what he says. He goes around crying at 78 years old. Oh, they cheated. Oh, this is wrong. Oh, they're eating the cake. He's just a big crybaby, a big orange crybaby, a big orange bald-headed toupee wearing. Nah, let me stop. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying, bro. Y'all like need to snap out of reality and just think for yourselves and don't give blind allegiance to a candidate. They made that story up. If they didn't make the story all the way up, they ran with something that they should not have ran with, that is causing harm in that community. Kids having to be out of school, bro. Bomb threats, bro. Because he gets on stage and saying that the Haitians, the Haitians are eating cats and dogs. The Haitians. Not the people who come from China, not the immigrants coming from South America, not the immigrants coming from Mexico, definitely not the immigrants coming from Europe, but the Haitians are eating cats and dogs. Okay, so let's see. Willie Crow. No, sir. I'll let you see what kind of shirt it is since you asked about it. You know what I'm saying? You just can't see it, bro. Like Satan is cross. No, sir, I am a Christian. I'm sorry to upset you about that. So Meg says, okay and good. Hold up. I just want to be clear. I'm not just a Christian. I'm a real Christian, a born again, sanctified, blood bought, washed with Jesus' blood Christian, evangelical, King James Bible. You understand me? Don't read nothing but the King James Bible Christian. I want you to understand that, sir. I like that kind of stuff. Like there is nothing more sacred. You talking about believing in stuff. There is nothing more sacred in my mind to the thought of a man who comes to this earth to give his life for me. Okay? So I'm a Christian, bro. Like all the way. Not a Christian by name, not a Christian by association, a Christian by the faith in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. Satanist? No. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them Christians with a sword that'll go after them kind of devils. You feel me? We're not talking about that, though. Billy, the SWC, there he goes. There y'all go. You hear me? When I start seeing the Trump supporters conjugate run, I am worthy, reader, and the rest of this would not be saying anything if they weren't black. I'm not sure what I am worthy, reader. I don't know what you mean. You mean if they were black, they wouldn't? Oh, she's saying if the Haitians weren't black, they wouldn't be saying anything. To be fair, like I seen a black man come on like at that town hall and was complaining about that. I think the action. I'm not trying to bash like Springfield or the local officials, but I think they probably should have brought them in staggered numbers. You see what I'm saying? I think they brought in too many at one time. You're thinking about if you have 20,000 Haitians, how many people is in that community? Like 40,000? So imagine living in a community with 40,000 and you get half of the people that were just, and they were foreigners. It feel like they pushing you off your land. So there is credence to the claims. Trump supporters, wake up. There is credence to the claims. You feel what I'm saying? The people are disgruntled, but don't make up stories saying that people are eating cats and dogs to draw attention to the story. Be more creative than a 5-year-old. You feel what I'm saying? That's the 5-year-old tactics. Use your brain and come up with a better way to get that message to the American voters of what's going on in Springfield, Ohio. Ty Corbin says, taking your $30 an hour job for $9. You got to understand what I'm saying, Corbin. They're not, they're taking it. Ooh, Ty, that is so true. Yeah. They're going to come to that place where you're going to make $30 an hour and they're going to pay them $9. So I understand that. That's what I'm saying. I understand the sentiment. Y'all seen from the top of the stream now. The top of the stream, you talking about only an hour and 40 minutes. It ain't been that long ago. I went over 5 issues. Hands up. Immigration. Who you going to support? Trump is the right hand. I'm going to say this the right hand. That's y'all right. And Harris the left. You know what? Drop a hand. Trump's still standing. That's who I would support if that was all the election was about. You see what I'm saying? So I understand that, Ty. Like, I think that Americans, look, y'all remember the healthcare issue was so daunting before they came up with a solution. That's what immigration is. I think if Trump would have had 4 more years, we would have been far more advanced on the situation than we were, but that's not what happened. We are where we are. There's good on both sides. You see what I'm saying? I just think that Trump would handle that issue better than the Democrats. Now the Democrats mad at me. That's just my opinion. You see what I'm saying? So Justine Ponderes says, no, that's not true. There's a big unemployment rate for Americans. Sir, the American unemployment rate is 4.something%. Wherever you get your numbers from, it's the lowest it's been since the 60s. That's facts. Under Joe Biden's administration. That's facts. I'm sorry. So let's see. Meg says their work ethic is not the problem. Them being legal and not criminals is the problem. Meg, how can you prove they're criminals? What crime are they create? Meg, okay, who is in charge of what's happening in Springfield? Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, or the Springfield police? Because I'm saying they done went there and they done asked them the questions. Straight up, they asked them the questions. Straight up. And the Springfield police said they had a problem with them driving. They can't drive. That's what they said. I'm just being honest. That's what they said. But they said as far as an uptipping crime, maybe they hiding it. But as I'm talking about what the police are saying. So how are you going to talk about criminals? They're criminals. The police are defining who the criminal are in the community. They're not calling them criminals. That's what I'm saying. And you saying them being legal, I just told you they're here legally. Oh, you say, well, that's because Biden changed the policy. Well, he's the president. He sets that policy. So there's a crisis. Bruh, Haiti is collapsed. Haiti isn't collapsing. Haiti has collapsed. When we've seen that happen in countries before, America allows some of them to come over. Point blank. It's probably some of them went to France. It's probably some of them went to Germany. You see what I'm saying? They're allowing it. You know what I'm saying? That's just point blank. So I don't care what you guys say. The cats and dogs in Springfield, let me just say it like this. J.D. Vance, stay out of Springfield. Leave them people alone. Let them do their own community. They don't need your help. Donald Trump, stay out of Springfield. Leave them people alone. Let them do their own community. They do not need your help. Guys. 15 minutes left in the power stream. You know what I'm saying? I can't get everybody's comment. This is my chance to get them all. 300 people in the chat right now. Legal Wars Podcast, guys. I'm finna go off in 16 minutes. A lot of you guys been here from day one, man. Y'all show y'all boys for some love, man. Go ahead and hit that like button. Come on, guys. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, bro. Show me some love. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. You know what I'm talking about? Guys, we almost out of time, so we finna do this right now. Y'all know what time it is. It's time to put them T's in the chat. You guys supporting Donald Trump, put them T's in the chat. You guys supporting Kamala Harris, put your K's in the chat. It's K's this time for Harris. K's for Harris, T's for Trump. Come on, guys, let your voices be heard. Raven says Trump. Uh-oh, we got a, Kamala coming back. We got the Krypton Bun says Kamala. Orange Jamu says Kamala. Let's see. Larry says racist for Trump, so I take that as a vote for Kamala. Miss Teresa says Kamala. Let's see. Who else we got? So Nikki says Kamala. Kamala taking over the chat. Kamala, for the first time in a month since I've been doing this stream, I see the vice president taking over the chat. Robert says Trump. Robert James, you know it's always Trump voters in here. AA, put in 5 T's. Trump. But Rhonda says Kamala. Ninja says Kamala. LaDonja says Trump. A-Rex says Trump. Larry says Kamala. Miss Teresa Harrell, he keep voting. You know what I'm saying? So Cheesy Pizza, Harris for jail. Boo. Now just playing Mr. Cheesy. Warman says Kamala. Beecher says Trump. Larry says Kamala. Uh-oh, Trump supporters coming back. Mr. Swifty, Beatrice, Meg, Andrew, Bees, AA, Joy, Jay Hara. He got a bunch of K's in there. T. Sanders, Trump. You know what I'm saying? Larry Baker says Kamala. You know what I'm saying? Let y'all voice be heard. AA says Trump. Who haven't I got? Jay says Kamala. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, all you guys who participate. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Hey, I gotta read this. I'm sorry. Krabby says 42 of Trump's former co-workers are not supporting him. That is so true. Mel Rich says no votes for inmate Trump. Ollie says Huck Ferris. Keep grinding says all hell King Trump, man. Don't make me grab that poison. Don't make me grab that poison, bro. We don't like that, man. That man is not Jesus. He is not God. In my opinion, he ain't really even that much. He's a businessman politician. Ross Perot reincarnated. Some of y'all might be too young to know about Ross Perot. If I got people in here from the stream, from Texas, y'all know old Ross Perot. You know what I'm saying? He a billionaire politician who did it right this time, where Ross Perot did. That's all he is. The dude is not Jesus. He is not God. Y'all remember that interview they were talking about China? I am the chosen one. He is not the chosen one, bro. He is just a regular guy politician, okay? No hell Trump. Jor-El says the Don Yoko says Trump. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep on saying Trump. Y'all keep on saying Trump. G Money says he ain't desperate. James says Ross Perot is very smart. He really was. You don't become he ain't no billionaire in 2024. You saying that man that's old money. That's old money. And how much percent, like, I don't want to do no misinformation. If I'm not mistaken, he got double digits in a presidential election as an independent. RFK tried it, he couldn't pull it off. Ross Perot pulled it off. That's the thing I will say, the difference between Ross Perot. Because if Donald Trump was running as an independent, a lot of those Christians and Republicans wouldn't support him like that. Them Republicans die hard. They're going to stay in their party. They're going to they're trying to paint the country red. So if Donald Trump was an independent, they might would have liked him, like RFK or somebody like that. But saying that he would have accomplish what Ross Perot accomplished at independent. But RFK got the Kennedy name. We the people. He couldn't do it. You see what I'm saying? So that's all Trump is a billionaire like businessman. He ain't no chosen one. He ain't, I mean, he to the people who like him, he's a great entertainer. But like other than that, don't drink no Kool-Aid now. So Daydreamer says vote for the less of the two governmental evils, Trump. In a normal situation, sir, I might be willing to agree with you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But Trump to me isn't the lesser of the two governmental evils. That's just my opinion. Jor-El says Trump is bruh. That is so disrespectful, sir. That's one thing that many wars have been fought over Christianity and over Islam. Look at the Middle East, many wars. This nation was founded on Christian principles. Go get $100 bill and look at who we trust as a nation. Understand that, sir. So that is so disrespectful. To disrespect somebody's God, you know what I'm saying? Like, you disrespect my mama, I might slap you in your mouth. I'm just, brother. You feel me? Y'all gonna bring that passion out your boy. But you talking about disrespecting somebody that I worship. I ain't never got on my knees and prayed to my mama. You feel me? That's what I believe in. And you disrespecting that, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, you go, like, I'll just be real with you. Like, I mean, that to me, that's just, but hey, that's you though. Look, all I'm gonna say is when you go and close your eyes and die, when you get ready to die, when you get ready to leave this world, you're gonna have to be believing and trusting in something. And if you say that you're not scared to die, then go jump off a cliff. If you think life is meaningless, if we're just one cell amoebas, if this is just the evolution, go jump off a cliff. If it's not going to be consequences for the life you live when you die, just go jump off the cliff. Because when you die not believing in God, you're going to die believing you cease to exist. Okay, let's do a poll. This ain't no Christian chat. We're going to get back to the election, but let's just do a poll. People who say there's not no God. Okay, I keep seeing this. Let's address it. You want to laugh at Jesus and want to laugh at God? Let's do a poll. So you say it's not no God, right? So you die without believing in God. You know what my Bible say that's going to happen to you? If you die without him. Okay? But say, hey, me, I died, say there ain't no God, and I died believing in God. What did I lose? I try to live a better life. I try to feed the homeless. I try to emulate Jesus. What did I lose in life? Oh, I didn't get to have sex with every girl I wanted. Dude, I'm 44 years old. I done been through them little kid stages. You see what I'm saying? That's little kid stages. Oh, I didn't get to go to the parties. Oh, I didn't get to wear Gucci. Oh, I didn't get to go hang out with Michael Jordan. That's what I lost. But let's flip it. Let's say you wrong, and let's say there really is an afterlife, and you die without believing in God. What will you lose? You gonna lose everything. You bet, y'all who don't believe in God and die like that, you better hope you right. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you that. You better hope you right. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Because if you wrong, you know what my Bible say gonna happen to you. But if I'm wrong, what's gonna happen to me? And if I die, it ain't no God. What I lost? But what you gonna lose? So keep laughing about God. It's funny. I'm gonna tell y'all one more thing. Listen, look how many churches is in America. All these people are crazy. Forget America. Look how many churches are across the world. Why is it in human nature to look up and to worship something? We didn't have a religious stream one day. Why is it? All these people just crazy. But you scientific people are so smart. There is no God. Ha ha ha. We laugh at Jesus. Ha 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 ha. And just go ahead and die with that. I hope you're right. Because if you're not right, you're going to pay everything. But if I'm wrong, I'm just a clown. I ain't lose nothing. But if you wrong, what you gonna lose? You see what I'm saying? Critical thing. Some of y'all drink too much Kool-Aid. Don't drink the juice, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Let's let's keep going. So true talk, just a friendly, invisible internet wave inside your head for in case you never seen the invisible stuff before. Hey, bro, listen, true talk. Have you ever seen love? Can you look at love? Where's love at? You can't see it. It don't exist, huh? Can you see joy? What are people talking about when they talk about joy? Can you see it? What are people talking about when they talk about peace? It's invisible, but does it exist? Bro, you just small-minded. Bro, you go outside at nighttime and you look in the sky. Bro, it is more stars in the sky than it is people on this earth. And all of those stars are suns. Like there's more celestial bodies than you could count. Make that make sense. Just a bang and an accident. Make that, hey, listen, little true talk, invisible waves. What do you know that was created in this world that doesn't have an architect? So a house just gonna pop up and ain't nobody built it. We don't know nothing in our lives that exists without someone putting it there. But this world's just a bang and an accident and an amoeba and an invisible wave. Hey, brother, I'm just saying, I respect your opinion. God gave you you got the free will to believe what you want to. Thank God you live in America. Because if you lived in Iran and they was teaching Islam and you believe like that, you know what they'll do to you. So thank God you live in America. You got the freedom, true talk, to believe whatever you want to. But all I'm going to say is when it's time to lay down, like Steve Jobs did, saying he don't know if there's a God, when you close them eyes, you better hope you don't wake up in no dream world. You better hope that it's over with. Because if it's not, it's not funny. But I'm just saying that's up to you, though. Red Hunter says, why not believe in God? It's like needing a gun, but not having it. No. Yeah, for the people who don't. For the people who don't believe in God, yeah, it's like needing a gun and you don't have one. You don't have your weapon. For the people who do believe in God, it's like having a gun, and if it's not no afterlife, I mean, who cares? You got a gun, you don't need it. As long as you don't go shoot nobody, who cares? What's it hurt? So it's about who right. So according to y'all, it's a 50-50. In my opinion, I'm not trying to preach to you or convert you. I'm not trying to convert you. But in my opinion, it's a 3,000% fact that there's things that exist that you can't see with your naked eye. Spiritual things like love, like joy, like peace, like understanding, like happiness. There's things you can see that exist that you can't see. It's a spiritual world. If you don't understand it, why are all these people across the world worshiping and praying to something? We all just crazy. But the little couple of y'all, because if you look at the world's population, because really the Jews, the Israels, and the Christians, they paying to the same God. They just got a different name. They call him Muhammad or Allah. I'm sorry. Muhammad is their Jesus, but they call him Allah. The Israelis are calling him Jehovah or Java, and the Americans are calling him God. It's the same God. That's the majority of the entire world. You see what I'm saying? Or at least half of it, a good portion of it. You know what I'm saying? Even the Chinese people don't have like a God. But that Buddha, they praying to something. They believe in something. You know what a peon is? A peon is somebody who don't stand for nothing and fall for anything. So in my opinion, a peon, somebody who vote for Trump, it's like they stand for something. That's why they so firm in it. But you guys who just running around like it's no God, you don't want to be held accountable for your actions. In my opinion, that's what it is. That's why you say it's not no God, because you don't want to be held accountable. It's scary to think that there's a being that lives in another world who gonna hold you accountable for your actions. You feel me? But just don't believe in him. Do what you want to. If it's no God, just do anything. You know what I'm saying? Just turn it to Adolf Hitler. Who cares? When you die, ain't nothing gonna happen. If I didn't believe in God, bro, I promise you I would not be this calm at all. Some stuff I've been through in the middle of them situations, I'm just gonna go through blazing. It's win, lose, or draw. Hey, if I die, ain't nothing gonna happen. I'm not gonna pay no consequences. So who cares? Why not just do anything? You feel me? And a lot of people who are immoral, that's why they don't believe in God. We choose what we want to believe. You know that, right? We have control. We pick and choose what we want to believe. So you are actively making a choice to believe that you just popped up out of here. Listen, bro, I want to say one thing before I let y'all go. We done came to our time. These people, y'all keep talking about God, so I'm just going with what's in the stream. It's not a religious stream. Listen, people say that we came from monkeys. Why don't people are still not evolving from monkeys? When did it stop? I'm saying if we evolved from monkeys, when did we stop evolving? Don't it seem like that should still happen? It's like a caterpillar. A caterpillar turns into a butterfly. And you see butterflies, we evolved. But I'm saying, like, why did it stop? Because the way the worlds are created with that stardust and that circular motion, like, we didn't know it at first, but we see worlds are still being created. So we know how our world was created because we can still see that happening in space. Do you follow what I'm saying? So I'm saying if humans evolved from monkeys, when did they stop evolving? That's what I want to know. There's no creator. There's more celestial bodies than human beings. And the only planet we know there's life is on this one. That's all we know. I don't care what you say is out there. You don't have no proof that it is. Prove that there's life on a different planet. Prove it. You can't prove it. So if you can't prove it, it's not there, right? Right? Or you could believe that it is, but you can't prove it. Okay, so you're gonna look at this ball that we own, and we have found it. And how many years human been here of recorded history? Recorded history. How many years of recorded history? Thousands. No proof in thousands of years of life outside this planet. And it's just an accident. Not millions, billions of celestial bodies, right? Fact check me, I'm right or wrong. Billions of celestial bodies. And in thousands of years, out of all the bodies in this big, mass, expansive universe, we just talking about our universe. There's more universes than ours. Can you imagine that, bro? And you ain't found life nowhere else. And it's just an accident. That sounds like a story. That sounds like a story I tell my little 3-year-old niece. Oh, Santa Claus. Bruh, there's a creator. Like it, lump it, or choke on it. You could envision him as Santa Claus. You can envision him as a big bro. However you envision him, that's not what I'm talking about. Take your cartoons out your brain. There is a centralized force. There is a creator. That's my take. Guys, I thank you guys so much, man. I love you guys so much. It's a power stream. I want to keep going. It's 233 people in here, man. If y'all enjoy the stream, man, y'all show your boys some love. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. I'm finna salute y'all all as I go out. My boy Super Game 5. My boy Epic One. My LaDonna Young, baby. Verna. Jersey Mike. Sushi Cha Cha. AA. It's Just Me. Terrell Harrell. Let's see. Daydreamer. Uncle Snacks. I can't pronounce your name. Faith. Ollie. Larry. Let's see. I'm an infidel. Hey, the trolling is serious. The old Pecan Homestead. The Hoop Troop. Let's see. Who else I see? LaDonna Young, baby. Mom Chill M. Dr. Decker. Larry Duncan. Kevin James. Florida Henry, Joseph Cox, all of you guys, Larry, the business enthusiast. I thank all of you guys for y'all love, support. Almost 200 people stuck with me to the end, man. Like I said, if you guys hadn't, hit that like button. If you guys enjoy the content, I'll probably be streaming again in the morning. Hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button. You guys could go back and watch any of my old videos, any of my old content. That being said, man, I truly thank you guys for the support. The Legal Wars podcast is officially starting October the 26th. At that time, it's going to look like a real podcast. I really was in the test stages to get to monetization. Fortunately, at that monetization, I have achieved that. The channel has over 250,000 views in about a month. If you guys don't believe me, all you have to do is go back and check it out. That being said, I thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for y'all love and support. I pray that you really enjoy the rest of your day. You guys be blessed. Thank you for letting your voice be heard, and I'll see you guys soon.